Hey look, this episode has better lighting than last time. That's probably a good sign, right? What's going on, everybody? My name is Matt, aka Chunky Monkey Games, and attention, ladies and gentlemen, the hype train has left the station. Well, kinda. I mean, we have some news about some cool stuff that I really like to talk about today, and it's some pretty interesting stuff. Two things today. So I'm gonna start with the least important thing in my opinion first, which is that there was, remember those leaks, or not leaks, the patents that Nintendo made for the, what's supposedly the NX controller. Apparently, somebody at Nintendo leaked an actual photo of those with, a sticky note making it saying, you will say wow. I'm like, yeah, I said wow, alright, and I'm like, wow, this might be legit. What? The thing about when people leak stuff is that they always claim they're part of the company that leaks it. Like, there's so many, like, Pokemon Sun and Moon leaks, like, claiming to have all the, like a list of all the Pokemon in the games, claiming to be leaked by someone at Game Freak. They can't all be somebody at Game Freak. Like, why would somebody at Game Freak do that? Same thing with the NX. Why would somebody at Nintendo leak the NX controller? Like, what's really the point of that? Why would, what purpose would that serve, to be honest? Some journalist, I don't remember who, I couldn't remember the name if I tried. Some journalist ran the ran this picture through some sort of test that'll test to see if it was photoshopped or not, and it was slightly photoshopped, but only for the what's it called, the little date and time little sensor bars. That was really all they photoshopped it for, but they also did find lighting inconsistencies in the photo, which may lead it to be that it was clearly photoshopped, but we can't tell for sure unless there's more information. But it does look pretty legit. Like, I mean, it's pretty accurate to the patent, which kind of makes it weird with the NX, because this doesn't really have anything to do with the controller, but I feel like the NX just can't come out in 2016. It has to just come out in 2017, because they gotta let the Wii U die a little bit. You have to let it finish its slow death. I mean, I have a Wii U sitting right there, and I only have a few games for it, so it's not that great. Actually, I gotta pick up Pokken today. That came out. Anyways, so the Wii U is slowly dying, as we all know. As we all sadly know, because it had so much potential. Now I think the NX is going to live up to that, but they can't just jump. They're totally going to jump the gun on the NX. I feel they're going to release it too early, and they're not going to let the Wii U finish its life cycle. I mean, sure, they kind of did that with like the GameCube and the Wii, but I feel this is a different story, because this is like kind of Nintendo's comeback, This is gonna be the thing that makes them matter again in the gaming industry. Now, that's not to say they don't still matter, but they're not taken as seriously as they have been in the past. So I feel like the NX is definitely going to change that for the better. Now, on to the more important news, in my opinion, is that the CEO of the Xbox division of Microsoft, Phil Spencer, tweeted saying something along the lines of, I want cross-platform play between Xbox One and PS4 to be a legit thing. Now, this would have been all fine and dandy, because, Phil Spencer, he says a lot of stuff that doesn't actually happen. Like he wants, like Crash Bandicoot to come back or something. That ain't gonna happen. Wait, what? I don't remember. I don't know what I'm saying. But, they had the whole, like, Conker thing that, they redesigned Conker for the Microsoft HoloLens or something. So, you can't take everything Phil Spencer says seriously, because, there's corporate entities above him that, there's people higher up than him that can make decisions that he can't make. But the thing that makes this tweet, legit, is that the CEO of Sony, or the PlayStation division of Sony, not really responded, but kind of agreed with him, saying that I feel that PS4 and Xbox One should be able to have cross-platform compatibility, and I think that if they throw PC into the mix, I mean, why would they not? PC Master Race for life. This can be nothing. This can't be bad in any way, shape, or form. Like, this can only be a good thing. Like, think about it. We already have cross-platform play with games like Rocket League from PC to PS4. One of the Final Fantasy games, I think Final Fantasy 11 it might have been, was cross-platform between PS2 and PC. That was like way back in the day. But cross-platform is, they've shown in the past that cross-platform is something that is more than possible. So I feel like if Sony and Microsoft put aside their differences that they really don't have, it's really the fans that make them have their differences here. But if they put aside their competitive competition, that's the word I was looking for. If they put that aside, they could really do something good here for the gaming industry. Like I play on PC. I have like a few friends that play on PC that my real life friends that I play with. I have a few friends that play on PC, and I also have friends that play on Xbox One and refuse to play on. I also have friends that play on PS4 too, and they just refuse to play. Or they wouldn't buy the opposite console to play with each other. No, they would rather be petty about it. But the thing is, if cross-platform play becomes possible, then I mean, sure, it could kind of decline the sales of certain consoles. Like for example, if somebody wanted a Xbox One to play with their friends because they have a PS4 and all their friends have Xbox Ones, then why would you could stick with the PS4 because cross-platform, you could just play with other people. But see, I believe the CEO of PlayStation said that it's possible because it's they say that it's way easy. Like the network programmers that they have, they can, if they combine their best guys, like Microsoft combines their best guys with Sony's best guys, boom, they can make cross-platform like a not nationwide, you know what I mean, like just one singular online gaming network. But the only problem is legal troubles. So like Sony's lawyers might not agree with Microsoft's lawyers, so they'll be like, oh. But I feel like they'll work it out, and I feel like if they do work it out, then the gaming industry will just it'll just be peachy. I mean, sure, there's still gonna be elitism and fanboyism and stuff, but I feel like that's not gonna just be as common anymore. Like I have friends who are partial only to the Xbox One and won't buy like a PC or a PlayStation 4. Heck, even a Wii U. I mean, it has nothing to do with the either two, but like they wouldn't even consider buying the opposite console. But now that this is a thing, they wouldn't need to. And people can still, I mean, I'm not saying you can't have your console of choice, because I mean, I have all kinds of consoles. I've even been an elitist at certain points. I've been a fanboy at certain points. I've been a moron at certain points in my life. And this can just put an end to that, Like the Xbox people can play with the PlayStation people. Maybe they can learn from each other, Like I feel like if this actually happens, I'm gonna start calling it the gaming desegregation. I'm just gonna let that sit for a minute, because that may or may not be okay. So let me know in the comments down below, what do you think? Cross-platform, yay or nay? Do you think there could possibly be any cons to this? Because I personally can't think of any off the top of my head. Do you think anything bad can come out of the cross-platform between Xbox, PlayStation 4, and PC? Speaking of PC, so what do you think about the possibility of PC, Xbox One, and PlayStation 4 coming together to create one global universal network for gaming online? I feel like it'll be a revolutionary thing, and considering consoles are dying out anyways as it is, because PCs are becoming more popular, and considering that Microsoft is trying to kind of combine Windows 10 with the Xbox One, making their games available on PC as well, with games like Quantum Break and Gears of War Ultimate Edition. I feel like they could, if they teamed up with Sony, they could really create something great here. So if you think anything bad could possibly come out of this, please let me know in the comments below. Also, let me know about your thoughts on the possible NX controller. How do you think the NX will kind of shape Nintendo? I don't know how to put it, but how do you think it's gonna work? That's all for today's episode of Hype Train, and remember, the hype train can't stop, because there are no brakes. See you next time. Come on. Hey. Hey. There we go. I'm gonna have to cut this part out.